क्या हुआ भाई?
मतलब प्रैक्टिकल पहले चलेगी, ये अटैच्ड वाली है कि
हाँ
हमें ऑब्जेक्शन होती है।
नहीं चल पड़ेगी।
ना
अरे
एक बात
यार
बताओ,
हाँ,
इंटरनल आपके हाथ में है कि दीदी के हाथ में है?
मेरे हाथ में है, क्या हो गया?
हाँ तो बोल रही है कि इंटरनल किसके हाथ में किसके नहीं, कहते वो तो छोड़ दो रहती। ठीक है।
क्या
पता नहीं
कहते
क्या
हो?
हो रहा है, अभी सारे आते हैं आपके पास में।
आ जाओ आ जाओ।
अच्छे।
वो मैंने उनसे पूछा था सैलरी वगैरह से, वो तो कहती हमें तो कहती कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कहती
ना उनको तो है भी नहीं।
सारा कुछ तो ठीक है, कहती मैम टेस्ट तो खुद नहीं देने देते। मैंने कहा,
ना कोई बात नहीं, हमारी बात
हाँ कोई बात नहीं, लगा लो क्लास, सुन लो, अभी कुछ मत बोलना।
नहीं।
हाँ ओके बच्चे ओके। Yes, good afternoon to all of you. My voice is audible. So my voice is audible to all of you. Please let me know. Good afternoon. How are you all? My voice is audible. Please let me know my voice is audible to all of you. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, Unnati. Good afternoon, Marvin. How are you all? Please let me know how are you all? Everything is fine? Everything is fine. Please let me know. Okay, good. So what is the homework which I told you yesterday? What is the homework which you have to do? What is the homework which I gave you yesterday? Let me know. Please let me know the homework which you have to do. Any work which I gave you? I am just waiting for few minutes so that students will join along with us. Just waiting for 1 or 2 minutes more.
का मैसेज आया था
Just give me 1 minute, please.
इकरा का मैसेज आया था वो कह रही है कि मैं बीमार हूँ तो मैं नहीं आ
कोई बात नहीं, मत करें, मत
ठीक
करें।
है मैं बोल रही हूँ
कोई बात नहीं।
ठीक है
और
बस प्रैक्टिकल कर रहे हैं वो लोग
हाँ।
नेक्स्ट वाले 4 दे दिए मैंने उनको करने के लिए
हाँ।
वो नेक्स्ट करके लेंगे तब आप चेक कर लेना
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, करते हैं।
अच्छा वो नंदिनी जो फाइल लेके आई थी ऐसी कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं है इनका ऐसा कुछ सीन तो नहीं होगा हमारे लास्ट टाइम पता क्या हुआ था
हाँ, ये मेरे पास आई थी, मैं बाद में बात करती हूँ, मैं क्लास ले रही थी।
हाँ कर लेना पता है तो लास्ट टाइम हमारे प्रैक्टिकल्स को ना कंबाइन किया था फिर हमारे तो पेजेस थे हम लोगों ने जैसे एक प्रैक्टिकल के पेज
हाँ।
निकाले दूसरे वाले के साथ अटैच करके दोनों फाइल एक दिन रखी और फिर इनके साथ भी ऐसा हो गया तो ये फाइल कैसे अलग करेंगे
नहीं, वैसे भी इसकी डायग्राम्स भी आगे पीछे हैं।
हाँ।
नहीं तो बना लेगी, मैं कह दूंगी।
हाँ देख लेना
कह दूंगी, मैं अभी क्लास ले लूँ फिर मैं करती
ओके
हूँ।
मैम
So yes, please let me know my voice is audible to all of you. My voice is audible. All of you, please let me know my voice is audible. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. So today we have to start the class. Let me show you the topic which we have to complete. So let me let you know. Oh, 1 minute just. Okay, so we have to start today's class. Just give me 1 minute more. I'm waiting for all the students to join. But now we have to start the session. So let me show you the homework, the syllabus now. So yes. So as we have already done yesterday also, we will try to complete this topic on time because many of you have the exams right after it. So I will try to complete it and as for that I will take extra time also. So we have already done nucleic acids, we have done it. Structure of DNA, RNA we have done. Protein, hormones, steroid hormones we have done it before. Enzymes we have done it. So today we have to start another session which is lipids as well as fatty acids. So we have to start the session which includes lipids as well as fatty acids. Getting my point? So let me share the PPT. My voice is audible to all of you. Please let me know my voice is audible. Hello, my voice is audible. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. So we have already done lipids yesterday also. I gave you some homework regarding the lipids. I know some of you have done it, but many of you are still not doing it properly. So I just gave you lipids, the types of simple lipids and complex lipids. So you have to show me everything like lipids, the phospholipids, sphingomyelins, glycolipids. So you have to tell me about all the lipids which are there, the complex lipids as well as the simple lipids. So you have to tell me about all these. But many of you just keep it very simple and you just write complex lipids only. So we have complex lipids, we have phospholipids, we have sphingomyelins, glycolipids. So you have to let me about all these. Okay. So this is the thing which we have done yesterday. I am not going to repeat it, but let me show you. We have some functions of lipids, the types of lipids, the biological importance of these lipids, lipids bilayer plasma membrane, the classification of lipids which includes simple lipids, complex lipids, dry lipids. Simple lipids are esters of fatty acids with alcohols. Simple lipids can be divided into fats and waxes also. So simple lipids are the simple fats. We have saturated fatty acids as well as we have the unsaturated fatty acids. So in the saturated we have no double bond in between, and in case of unsaturated fatty acids we have the double bond. So we already done it before also. So we have the unsaturated fatty acids also. So this is oleic acid. The double bonds introduces a rigid band in the hydrocarbon tails. Fatty acids with one or several such bands cannot pack together as tightly as saturated fatty acids. So we have the double bond in case of the unsaturated. These are the foods which are high in fat. We have meat, we have cheese, butter, all these things are there. The essential fatty acid and the unsaturated and the saturated fatty acids. So in the saturated fatty acids, we have no double bond in between. In case of unsaturated fatty acid, we have double bond in between. So this is simple glycerol CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH, and this is the glycerol which consists of fatty acid side chain. So with the glycerol molecule, fatty acid side chain is attached. So the example is acetic acid, butyric acid, capric acid, capralic acid, lauric acid, and nitric acid. After it, we have triacyl glycerols. The storage of fatty acids in organism is largely in the form of TAG or fats. We already discussed this yesterday also. So this is a glycerol basically CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Glycerides are of two types, simple glycerides and mixed triglycerides. So in the simple triglycerides we have glycerol along with its three fatty acyl groups are attached. I will share this PPT with all of you so that you will be able to do it by your own self. I think we have completed lipids yesterday. Have we done it yesterday? Please let me know. Yes, I think we have done it yesterday. Have we done it yesterday? I think we have covered it. Have we done it? Have we done it yesterday? Please let me know. Hello, my voice is audible. My voice is audible. Hello. Hello. So my voice is audible. Any one of you please reply. Are you getting my voice? Hello. Okay, okay, Ayushi. Thank you, Ayushi. So I think we have done lipid yesterday also. So we will have to move forward now because I think I shared the PPT of lipids with all of you yesterday also. Okay, thank you, Anna. So now we have to move forward because we have already discovered the discussed the lipids basically yesterday also. So now we will move further. After it we have another topic. So after fatty acids, after the lipids we have done fatty acids, phospholipids as well as lipoproteins. Now the another part is amino acids, proteins, introduction to essential and non-essential amino acids. Along with it we have to do proteins also. So let me show you the presentation on proteins now. Yeah. So this will cover your proteins, amino acids, the structure of proteins, the functions of proteins and their functions. So we will start with these protein parts now. It will cover all these topics: protein, amino acid and protein, level of organization of protein, properties of protein and their function. So we will try to complete it. Okay. So let me share the PPT. So chemistry of proteins and amino acids. Now what are basically the proteins? So the term protein is derived from a Greek word proteos, meaning first place. So the term protein is derived from a Greek word proteos, meaning first place. Berzelius suggested that the name proteins to the group of organic compounds that are at most important to life. The proteins are nitrogenous macromolecules composed of many amino acids. So the proteins are nitrogenous macromolecules composed of many amino acids. The biomedical importance of proteins. Proteins are the main structural component of the cytoskeleton. They are the sole source to replace nitrogen of the body. So proteins are micromolecules which are composed of many amino acids. They are the main structural component of the cytoskeleton. They are able to the sole source to replace the nitrogen of the body. Biochemical catalysts known as enzymes, they are the proteins. Biochemical catalysts known as enzymes are the proteins. The proteins are immunoglobulins, serves as the first line of defense against bacterial and viral infections. So several hormones are protein in nature. Structural proteins like actin and myosin are contractile proteins and help in the movement of the muscle fiber. Some proteins present in the cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus of the cell acts as a receptor. The transport protein carry out the function of transporting specific substances either across the membrane or in the body fluids. So the storage proteins bind with specific substances and store them. Example, iron is stored as ferritin. Similarly, few proteins are constituent of respiratory pigment and occur in electron transport chain. The example is cytochrome, hemoglobin and myoglobin. Under certain conditions, can be catalyzed to supply energy. Protein by means of exerting osmotic pressure help in the maintenance of electrolyte and water balance in the body. So are you getting it? Is it visible to all of you? अच्छा जीत में
ठीक है, उनको जब करना करें, हमें जब करना हम मैं और शानी सोचे सैटरडे पे देखते हैं।
ठीक है।
जी, तो मैंने इनको बोला, मैंने कहा मुझे अनीता लिख के भेजती है, हाँ तुम देख लो अपने हिसाब से कि तुम्हें क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना, आप अपना टॉपिक देख लो। मैंने कहा मैंने और शानी ने अलग करना है, बाकी लिस्ट जैसे करना करो, मैं फाइनल लिस्ट शाम को भेज दूंगी, दिमाग से करेंगे। राधा लिख के पता है राधा क्या लिख रही नीचे? नेहा तुम्हारे ग्रुप चेंज मत करना, बाकी तुम्हें अपना जैसे डिसाइड करना तुम करो। फिर मैंने भी तो नीचे लिखा, मैंने कहा मैंने आज तक तुम्हें कभी ग्रुप बनाया भी नहीं है, तुम आज किस ग्रुप में मुझे ये बात बोल रही हो? मैंने सिर्फ अपनी और शादी की बात की है, उसके अलावा मैंने कोई बात नहीं की। मैंने भी ऐसे लिख दिया नीचे से सिंपल होती है। अरे मतलब सिंपल है, जब आज तक मैंने कभी ग्रुपिंग की नहीं थी, वो तो मैं बोल दूँ कि आपको अपनी मर्जी से जैसे बनानी है बनाओ, और मुझे कहती है हमारे ग्रुप चेंज मत करना। मैंने खुद बोला चेंज करूँगी।
कोई बात नहीं, मैं अभी ले लूँ लेक्चर, फिर मैं फोन पे बात करूँगी।
ठीक है, हम सुनते हैं वो नीचे करने जा रहे हैं। ये एक बार आप लिस्ट खुद भी चेक कर लेना, ठीक है? फिर मुझे बताना कि क्या चेंजिंग करनी है। हाँ, फिर मुझे बताना क्या चेंजिंग करनी है, मैं उसके हिसाब से देख लूँगी, ठीक है? बाकी वो डीएल का क्या करना है?
Yes, okay, thank you, I am audible, thank you all. So we are just discussing about the proteins, that we have different types of proteins which are there. So I just let you know about some the terms which are there in the proteins and how we are able to coin the term proteose, which means the first place. Then the proteins are the nitrogenous macromolecules composed of many amino acids. Proteins are the main structural component of cytoskeleton. They are the sole source to replace nitrogen of the body. So biochemical catalysts known as enzymes are proteins. Proteins known as immunoglobulins serve as the first line of defense against bacterial and viral infections. So these are some of the importance of the proteins. So proteins are the main structural component of the cytoskeleton. They are the sole source to replace the nitrogen of the body. For the replacement of nitrogen we need proteins. So biochemical catalysts known as enzymes are proteins. Proteins known as immunoglobulins serves as the first line of defense against bacterial and viral infections. So, several hormones are protein in nature. Structural proteins like actin and myosin are contractile proteins and they helpful in the movement of muscle fibers. Some proteins present in the cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus of the cell, they act as receptors. So the transport proteins carry out the function of transporting specific substances either across the membrane or in the body fluids. So the transport proteins they carry out. We have structural proteins. We have structural proteins which help in the movement of muscle fiber. Similarly, we have transport proteins which carry out the function of transporting specific substances either across the membrane or in the body fluids. So storage proteins, so we have structural proteins, we have transport protein and we have storage proteins. So storage proteins bind with specific substances and store them. Example, iron is stored as ferritin. So this is the storage protein. Few proteins are constituents of respiratory pigments and occur in electron transport chain. The example is cytochrome, hemoglobin, myoglobin. Under certain conditions, proteins can be catabolized to supply the energy. So proteins by means of exerting osmotic pressure help in the maintenance of electrolytes and water balance in the body. So these are the some important features of the proteins. After it we have amino acids. Now what are amino acids basically? Amino acids are a group of organic compounds containing two functional groups. So amino acids contain two functional groups, amino and carboxyl. So the amino group NH2 is basic while the carboxyl group COOH is acidic in nature. So amino group is basic as well as acidic in nature. There are about 300 amino acids occur in the nature, only 20 of them occur in the protein. So we have 300 amino acids which occur in the nature and only 20 of them occur in protein. So amino acids, they are the molecules containing an amine group, a carboxyl acid group and a side chain that is specific to each amino acid. The key element of amino acids are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. So amino acids are a basic structural building block unit of protein and other biomolecules. They are also utilized as an energy source. So amino acids are the molecules containing an amine group, a carboxyl acid group and a side chain that is specific to each amino acid. The key element of amino acids are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. So amino acids are the basically amino acids are the building block or basic structure building units of the protein. So this is the structure of amino acids. We have on one side we have a carboxyl group attached and on another side we have the amino group attached. Now amino acids, they are of two types, standard amino acids as well as non-standard amino acids. Now what is there in the standard amino acids? So amino acids join together to form short polymer chains called peptides and longer chains called polypeptides or proteins. So amino acids, they are joined together to form short polymer chain which is known as peptides or longer chains either known as polypeptides. So amino acid groups, they will join together to form the chains or to form the peptides. These polymers are linear and unbranched with each amino acid within the chain attached to two neighboring amino acids. 22 amino acids are naturally incorporated into the polypeptides and are called proteinogenic or natural amino acids. Of these, 20 are encoded by the universal genetic code. The remaining 2 are incorporated into proteins by unique synthetic mechanism. So this is the structure of the amino acid. So amino acid has 4 different groups which are attached to the alpha carbon. So these 4 groups are amino group, COOH, hydrogen atom and the side chain. So the carbon contains COOH group, amino group, and then we have the side chain and H group. So amino acid has 4 different groups attached to the alpha carbon. These 4 carbons are amino group, COH group, hydrogen atom and the side chain. So these are the standard amino acids. We have alanine, we have phenylalanine, lysine, proline, threonine, valine, glutamine, leucine, glycine, cysteine. So these are the standard amino acids. Now another term is isomerism. Now what is basically isomerism? So we have stereoisomerism. So in D amino acid, NH2 group is on the right hand while the L amino acid is oriented on the left. So if you are able to see here, the in the D amino acids like here, the NH2 group is on the right hand while in case of L it is oriented towards the left. So we have to keep in mind this OH group, or you can say this NH2 group. So NH2 group is on the right side, and in case of L-alanine it will be on the left side. So it is oriented towards the left. So non-standard amino acid. Non-standard amino acid. So aside from the 22 standard amino acids, there are many other amino acids which are called non-preteinogenic or non-standard. They are either not found in the proteins or are not produced directly. So non-standard amino acids that are found in proteins formed by post-translational modifications, which is the modification after translation during protein synthesis. So these modifications are often essential for the function or regulation of a protein. For example, the carboxylation of glutamate allows for better binding of calcium cation. After this, we have some non-saturated amino acids which are not found in the protein. The example is lanthine, 2-amino isobutyric acid, dehydroalanine, and the neurotransmitter gamma-amino butyric acid. So non-standard amino acids often occur as intermediates in the metabolic pathways for standard amino acids. For example, ornithine and citrulline, they occur in the urea cycle. Then we have how they are helpful in how we are able to get it in the human nutrition. So when taken up in the human body from the diet, the 22 standard amino acids either are used to synthesize proteins and other biomolecules are oxidized to urea and carbon oxide as a source of energy. कौन है सिस्टम में वो आई कुछ नहीं लगी नोटिस करी थी और कौन है कोई कोई यहाँ क्या वो तो आ जाए फोटो फोटो खींच लें बैठ के साइलेंट में कल जब बुलाते हैं उनको कैंपियर वाले को बुलाते हैं कल सुन लेते हैं लिख लिया मैं कल ही करता है यार ले लीजिएगा रजिस्टर ले जाइएगा और अमन मैम के पास आया है ठीक है कल फिर सुनिंदर सर के पास जाना सुबह ये काम कर लेंगे हम So when amino acids are taken up in the human body from the diet, the 22 standard amino acids either are used to synthesize the proteins and other biomolecules are oxidized to urea and carbon dioxide as a source of energy. The oxidation pathway starts with the removal of the amino group by transaminase. The amino group is then fed into the urea cycle. The other product of transamination is a keto acid that enters the citric acid cycle. So glycogenic amino acids can be converted into glucose through glyconeogenesis. Now we have essential amino acids as well as we have non-essential amino acids. Now what are the difference between both of these? So there are 20 different amino acids that make up all the proteins in the human body. These amino acids are needed to replenish tissue, RBCs and enzymes and other substances. 9 to 12 can be manufactured by the body. Non-essential amino acids not obtained from the diet. The remaining 8 to 11 amino acids must be obtained from the diet. So we have essential amino acids as well as we have non-essential amino acids. So these are the list of some essential amino acids which we have to take from the outside, and non-essential amino acid is present or synthesized in the body. Now we have non-protein functions. So many amino acids are used to synthesize other molecules. For example, tryptophan is a precursor of neurotransmitter serotonin. Tyrosine is a precursor of neurotransmitter dopamine. Glycine is a precursor of porphyrin such as heme. Arginine is a precursor of nitric oxide. Aspartate, glycine and glutamine are the precursor of nucleotides. So these are the some examples where amino acids are needed for the synthesis of other molecules. So tryptophan is a precursor of neurotransmitter serotonin. Tyrosine amino acid is required for dopamine. Glycine is required for heme. Arginine is required for nitric oxide. So this is classification according to function. So anabolic, catabolic responses and the tissue pH regulation, we have glutamic acid, we have glutamine. We have for the urea cycle we have arginine, citrulline, ornithine, aspartic acid and asparagine. So these are the essential amino acids for proteins and energy. We have isoleucine, leucine, valine, threonine, histidine, lysine, alpha amino adipic acid. Similarly, we have some sulfur-containing amino acids which includes methionine, cysteine, homocysteine, cystathionine and taurine. Neurotransmitters and precursors, we have phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, alpha amino and butyric acid, gamma amino butyric acid. We have some methyl histidine, we have 1-methyl histidine, we have 3-methyl histidine. So all these are the amino acids. So we have the precursor to heme, nucleotides and cell membrane, glycine, serine, sarcosine, alanine, ethanolamine, phosphocyrene, phosphoethanolamine. They are needed for the functioning of heme, nucleotides and cell membrane. For bone collagen specific amino acid, we have proline, hydroxyproline and lysine. So this is again alpha amino acid. One side we have COH group, another side we have NH2 group. Now what is the optical isomers of amino acid? So if a carbon atom is attached to 4 groups, it is asymmetric and therefore exhibits isomerism. So the amino acid possesses 4 groups held by alpha carbon. Thus all the amino acids have optical isomers. The proteins are composed of L-alpha amino acids. Now this is classification of amino acids. So amino acid classification based on the structure. The 20 standard amino acids which are found in the protein structure are divided into 7 distinct groups. So we have 7 types of, we have 20 standard amino groups which are divided into 7 groups. We have aliphatic amino acids, hydroxyl group containing amino acids, sulfur containing amino acids, acidic amino acid, basic, aromatic and amino acid. So you have to, this is your homework now, you have to let me know about these 7 groups of amino acids. So what happens in aliphatic amino acid? We have monoamino monocarboxylic acid. This group consists of most simple amino acids. The example is glycine, alanine, valine, leucine and isoleucine. So glycine is a simple amino group in which we have the COH group, NH2 group and H group attached. It is a non-essential amino acids. Alanine is a non-essential amino acid. Alanine is an allosteric inhibitor of glutathione synthase. B-alanine is a component of bacterial cell wall. B-alanine is found in pantothenic acid. Then we have valine. It is also an essential amino acid. It has an aliphatic hydrophobic isopropyl side chain. Leucine, isoleucine. Then hydroxyl group containing amino acid. We have serine, threonine, tyrosine. So you have to draw the diagrams of all these amino acids. Serine, threonine, sulfur containing amino acid. We have cysteine, methionine. So you have to draw their structures only. So it is again the non-essential amino acid. Cysteine, another unimportant sulfur group containing amino acid, is formed by the condensation of two molecules of cysteine. We have methionine then. So you have to draw all these structures. We have acidic amino acids. We have aspartic acid, asparagine, glutamic acid, glutamine. After it we have basic amino acids which includes lysine, arginine, histidine, aromatic amino acids, phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, amino acids. So this is the classification on the basis of this is the classification only of the amino acids on the basis of structure only. So this is the classification of the amino acids on the basis of structure. Then we have classification of amino acids on the basis of polarity. So is it clear to all of you? Up to now, is it clear to you? Yeah, thank you Soumyadi. Thank you for your best wishes. Thanks a lot. So are you able to get it? Are you able to know the homework which you have to do? Are you able to get the homework? You have to let me know the 7 classification of the amino acids on the basis of their structure. So you have to let me know on the basis of your structure. Is it clear to you? The homework is clear? Okay, good, good. Then after it we have the classification on the basis of polarity. Now the classification of the amino acids on the basis of polarity. Polarity means the charge they are carrying. So according to the polarity, there are 4 groups based on their polarity. We have non-polar amino acids which are known as hydrophobic. They have no change on R group. So the example is glycine, alanine, leucine, isoleucine, valine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan and proline. So they are the non-polar amino acids. Then we have polar amino acids with no charge on R group. So these are the amino acids carrying no charge on the R group. They however possesses groups such as hydroxyl, sulfhydryl and amide and participate in hydrogen bonding of the protein structure. So the example is glycine, serine, threonine, cysteine, glutamine, asparagine and tyrosine. After it, polar amino acids with positive R group. So the example is there are 3 amino acids with the positive R group. The example is lysine, arginine, histidine. Then polar amino acids with negative R group. So the dicarboxylic monoamino acids, aspartic acid and glutamic acid are considered in this group with negative R group. Then we have the classification of these on the basis of nutritional. So according to the nutrition, we have essential amino acids. The amino acids which cannot be synthesized by the body and are needs to be supplied through diet are called essential amino acids. They are required for proper growth and maintenance of the individual. So these are the 10 essential amino acids: arginine, valine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan. So you have to remember this by this name. So these are the 10 essential amino acids which cannot be synthesized by our body. Rather we have to take it from the outside. Then we have non-essential amino acids which can synthesize about 10 amino acids to meet the biological needs. Hence they need to be consumed in the diet. So they are synthesized in the body also. We have glycine, alanine, serine, cysteine, aspartate, glutamate, glutamine. So they are on the basis of nutritional value. After it based on their metabolic fate. So the carbon scatter of amino acid can serve as a precursor for the synthesis of glucose or both. From the metabolic viewpoint, amino acids are divided into three groups. We have glycogenic amino acids, ketogenic amino acid, glycogenic and ketogenic amino acid both. So there are some new amino acids which is phenocystine and pyrrolysine which are now just came to know. After it we have GABA acids also. This is your homework now. You have to let me know the functioning of this GABA, which is alpha amino butyric acid or GABA. You have to tell me the functioning of this GABA. So this is your homework now. Now these are some properties of amino acids. We have some physical properties. Their solubility is there, that it is soluble in water, insoluble in organic solvents, melting point is there. So you have to remember these properties also. After amino acids we have proteins and peptides. So proteins and peptides we will discuss yesterday. I think that's all for today. But please keep the homework ready. You have to write the homework in the group also, so that all the other students will get it. Okay. If you have anything to share, please let me know. Everything is clear to you? Please let me know. Okay, I will check the facts. No worry, I will check it. I will check it, don't worry. Any other thing? Okay, thank you all so for being here. The remaining part we will done tomorrow. We will do the remaining part tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye. So please take care of yourself. We will meet tomorrow and we will try to conclude the your syllabus by this 14 to 15 December so that all of you will be free by your exams because many of you have your exams from 16th of December, that is why. So that is all for today. Take care yourself. Bye bye.